Morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. We've already started drilling this week, so we'll cut to some progress on that. About sort of a length to my first knuckles, so I'd say about 1.5 inches deep, and as others have commented, beautiful tilth this year. So currently I'm in a field of straight mustard. This is a conventional field, so we're not going for a diverse lay. This is just a cheapest cover crop possible. As you can see, it's got to about, it's above stubble, so I say 8 inches to a foot high, and this is the exciting bit for mustard. This is when it really starts to motor. Just needs to get to sort of this full floret type size, and it will really bolt up from here. So we've got a block of about 60 hectares in this mustard, both here and that field at the bottom, and on the other side of the valley it is ex oat ground, and that's where it's going to go into winter wheat. So this year's been quite unusual for cover crops because it's been so dry. This was actually applied after the wheat was taken off, but just spun on. But it's been quite unusual because the lack of moisture, the cover crops have just sat still and haven't moved. But that's the reality of the situation we find ourselves in. Not particularly fast. I've got a growing root in the ground. That's the most important factor. So these will be grazed by sheep over the winter, and the plan is for them to go into spring wheat going forward. Evening everybody, it's later same day, Sunday. I'm just returning to this field to see how the rolling's gone. As you can see, it's gone down quite well here. As we were talking about, nice firm solid surface, nice bit of moisture here. I'm just trying to see if we can find some seed. So there we find the seed, and that's what, again, so I'd say 1.5 inches below. So nice depth, nice crumb, nice and firm. So we're drilling with the moor just for that narrower row spacing. As you can see, there's plenty of stubble still on the top, so much more of a case here in the autumn that it's cutting through the surface, not moving a massive amount. You can see quite clearly here this is an unmoved piece, and you've got the coulter marks unmoved with the coulter marks either side. One issue we have had is around the outside of the field, especially sort of at this end of the field where there was a lot of grain carting traffic. So actually what we've done is we're experimenting with a couple of things, picking up on our lessons from the spring, where we actually realised that there's quite a lot of soil movement if the drill goes faster. What we've done is we switched the seeding mechanism off, just run around the outside couple of times with the drill to create a bit more crumb. So as you can see here, it's a bit darker because we've moved the ground a bit more. So even here, which is on the headland, so this is actually the headland tram as you come round here, so this will probably be about as hard as it's possible to get. Now in here you can see we struggled to keep, the soil has moved, so there is a bit of a hole here, but the seed is still achieving its inch and a half depth, so that's quite good. One of the issues we had earlier in the week is that we tried to drill a field after beans that was too fluffy, so we're just going back there now, and what we're going to try and do is put more pressure on the front rollers, and potentially we've got the rolls to roll in front of the drill, so trying a couple of things to keep ourselves going. I also attended a Farmers Weekly awards this week, so thank you very much to John Deere for inviting me. And one thing that was very noticeable is the amount of growers who were, or the number of finalists who were adopting regenerative techniques. So great to see. It shouldn't be considered a panacea, but there are certainly easy elements like cover crops that we can all take on board. Overall, this first week of drilling has gone very well. So thank you very much for watching. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click on the little bell to get notifications of when our next video goes live, and thank you very much. Goodbye.